Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Today we're talking about Arazni on Galorian in depth. First, a shout out to Tommy at Black Dragon Gaming. If you are interested in Pathfinder lore, the setting, or character building for 1st or 2nd edition, check out his videos. He's been doing it now for 4 years, so happy anniversary on that. I will put a link to his content in the description below. The majority of Pathfinder takes place in a region called the Inner Sea. Kind of the combination between where Avestan and Garund meet. But our story begins in the far distant land of Arcadia. Arazni was a warrior mage, and she befriended Aroden. They became heroes by negative 1505 AR, and of great renown. Together they protected the lands of Arcadia. However, Arazni was killed in a terrible battle against the beast of the western plains. Her soul was sent to Nirvana to be judged by Pharasma, and she eventually became an astral deva. In 1121 AR, nearly 1500 years later, Arazni met her old friend Aroden once again. He asked her to become involved in the affairs of Galorian and to become his herald, and later a demigod. Arazni served as the patron saint for the Knights of Ozum, a religious military order who fought against the whispering tyrant Tar-Baphon during the Shining Crusade in the 39th century AR. These knights summoned her in 3818 AR to lead them into battle. Although she was perfectly willing to take up the fight herself, the knights decided to bind her to their will. In 3823 AR, the Whispering Tyrant killed Arazni. He threw back her broken body back to the Knights of Ozum during the Battle of Three Sorrows. However, not all was lost. General Iomade led the Knights of Ozum to victory. Later, she replaced Arazni as the herald of Aroden, and then later found divinity herself through the test of the Starstone. After the end of the crusade in 3827 AR, Arazni's body was finally interred by the Knights of Ozum in their new citadel in the young nation of Lastwall. The Knights of Ozum sought to expand their victory after the Shining Crusade, and made a raid on the undead nation of Geb. Unfortunately, this crusade failed. The Ghost King Geb was so enraged that he reanimated 6 of these fallen Knights of Ozum as grave knights, and he ordered them to go retrieve the body of Arazni from Lastwall. Geb spent 1 year and 1 day to perform the ritual to bring Arazni to become a lich. During this time, he also removed 4 of her organs and placed them in canoptic jars that are known as the Bloodstones of Arazni. These became very powerful artifacts, and the Knights of Ozum stole them in the 39th century. Their location is now secret. Through magic and manipulation, Geb corrupted Arazni. In her lich form, she was now against Iomade and the Knights of Ozum, thinking that they had betrayed her and left her there to die. He then married her and had her as a trophy wife to oversee all the minutiae of running the government of Geb. This harlot queen, as she became known, ruled over the undead nation of Geb for about 800 years. She ruled with power and authority that kept the nation stable, but yet her phylactery was still kept away from her in the clutches of Geb. This made her as much a prisoner as a ruler. Arazni found her freedom through events in the Tyrant's Grasp adventure path for 1st edition. Do not want to give spoilers here, but she gained her independence and set the stage for her role in Pathfinder 2nd edition. Arazni is a neutral evil deity, but the follower alignments can be chaotic good, lawful neutral, neutral, chaotic neutral, or neutral evil. Her edicts are to act with dignity, do whatever it takes to survive, despise and never forgive those who have hurt you. Anathema is to create unwilling undead or to insult Arazni. Her areas of concern are the abused dignity and unwilling undeath. Although Arazni is not fully concerned with having followers or a church of any kind, she may still have divine intervention. Some minor boons might be once when you have failed a saving throw against an effect that will compel you to take some action against your will, you critically succeed instead. Arazni typically grants this boon for consequential actions or particularly egregious violations of free will. Or you may get a minor curse as someone you've wronged gains information they desire about you, with the effects of a critical success at the commune ritual. In Pathfinder 2nd edition, the Knights of Ozim have also been rebranded as the Knights of Lastwall. The Knights of Lastwall have been divided into 2 factions that work together but have different priorities: Lastwall Sentry and the Crimson Reclaimers. The Crimson Reclaimers are known to have a secret patron that has empowered them through the Crimson Oath. Could it be possible that Arazni is that secret patron? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really encourages me to make more videos like this. Thank you, and until next time, happy gaming.